chilly night here in Tuscaloosa, which is a good time to be in front of the television or inside Coleman Coliseum for some SEC hoops. Alabama at 9-5, coming off a win over Vanderbilt. South Carolina at 13-1, coming off a win against Mississippi State. Dave Neal. South Carolina at 13-1, their only loss to Clemson. Meanwhile, this Alabama team has played a heck of a schedule that they come in 9-5. They have now won 3 in a row after they lost 3 in a row. Studi's pass inside. That one is a nice catch by Stephen Clark.
And continue to watch for the Gamecocks. Their spacing on the offensive end. It gives them more freedom for the cutting and for open shots.
Rylan Griffin back to Sears.
Surprise, Griffin passed up the first open one. Look at the ball move.
Estrada fires. Take a look at South Carolina's starting 5. It's Cooper, Johnson, Studi, Clark, and B.J. Mack. One of those 4 talented transfers, veteran players. South Carolina comes in averaging 75 points a game. Nice little underneath pass there by Grant Nelson. Loose ball on the deck, won by the Gamecocks. Here's Meechie Johnson.
They will not be afraid to push it if they can get early and open looks. That's with the athletes in the SEC.
Studi getting past Latrell Reitzel on that baseline to keep it alive for the Gamecocks. Here's Cooper, kick it back out to B.J. Mack. Now Cooper lines up an open 3, and he knocks it home.
They are making Alabama try to chase. Good off the bounce, this Gamecock team. All they're doing is driving it, kicking.
Alabama's had 4 possessions, 3 turnovers. That was a problem for them against Vanderbilt. They turned it over. Meechie Johnson.
Terrific. And Meechie Johnson makes the steal, as he did against Mississippi State to save that game. He makes the steal and then the finish on the other end.
Sears left open. Cooper didn't get out there quick enough.
Yeah, mistake. Nelson's a good shooter, not a great shooter. 27% beyond the three-point line. Shoots somewhat of a knuckleball.
Here's Meechie, gets past Sears. Corner 3 is good by Cooper again.
Like Talon Cooper that can handle it, bring it up, give you some depth at that point guard position.
Blocked by Nelson. Sears into traffic and a foul against South Carolina on the way up. They're averaging over 19 points a game. He has scored double figure. Nate Oates a little bit, the one area that he could certainly improve on.
But when you're on the road, capitalize on the Alabama mistakes and try to build a bigger lead. If not, you know that Alabama will make a run eventually.
South Carolina now in a bit of a rut trying to end that, and they do.
Mississippi State game, he was in with big minutes and made huge plays.
Former 4-star, top player in South Carolina, top 100 recruit for Lamont Paris. There is Sears knocking that home. 8 now for Sears. Just a 4-point game, despite the fact that Alabama has turned it over 6 times. Griffin, pass inside, and that one goes to... Well, we have played a bunch of minutes here without a stoppage. Guys getting tired. Griffin back the other way. Deep 3, got it. Rylan Griffin buries it. South Carolina.
Especially in the offensive end. And that's what I think will happen this season, and who will win this league is what bigs will come up and win ball games. Wow, what a tough shot. Woo,
I wouldn't want to play him in horse.
Oh my goodness, they're making a terrific shot.
Here's Mack back to Jacoby Wright.
And we know Wright has the ability to score either off the bounce or shooting threes.
Good catch by Mack inside, working on Nelson, got it to go. B.J. Mack using that 6'8", 260 frame.
Good bucket, maybe even a better catch. That looked like it could have been a turnover.
He's had a couple of nice little tough catches inside tonight.
He's got terrific hands.
Sears left him open again. Boy.
Yeah, it's a shock. It's really a shock. And the coaching staff for South Carolina frustrated that Sears is the one that's getting open looks.
You think he'd be the one guy that wouldn't get the open look?
Yeah. If you're switching and communicating, never leave Sears. You don't want the leading scorer, to get off an open looks.
Meechie Johnson found a little seam, and we'll head to the free throw line.
Johnson probably known better on the
Ohio, 2 years at Ohio State before finding his way to Columbia. Here's Griffin. Sears.
solid defense again.
Step back, jumper is good. That's a 2 from Sears, but Kobe Wright. Tied at 21. Meechie Johnson right to the rack.
Ryland Griffin defensive.
From the top of the key, get to the basket. Well, now he's defending Sears. Boy, to match up those two. Estrada goes with the left hand.
Dave, observation. Every one of Alabama's buckets have been difficult to get. They're not open, besides early looks that Sears had. Credit this Gamecock team. Well coached, well drilled.
And a foul on Pringle, and that'll send 8.
Pittsburgh from Wofford. Now there's game coaches and opposing coaches will find ways to take away what you like to do. And they'll make it more difficult for a guy like B.J. Mack or any other guy that transfers in to get easy buckets.
Sears.
Wow.
What a half by Mark Sears.
There's been very little ball pressure defensively by Alabama, so the Gamecocks can kind of do what they want to do on the offensive end.
Here's Wright. Jacoby. Scoop shot off the window.
One game in.
No, we've had a non-conference slate. Don't give me that. Just give me an answer. When I ask you a question, you give me the answer. Here's Reitzel. Knocking home a 3 from the corner. Near Beaufort, South Carolina. Cooper. Tap in.
I think it was Davis.
Fouls against South Carolina, only 3 team fouls against Alabama. Here's Estrada. Made that shot earlier.
Left-handed, loves to go to that left hand. Soft touch off the glass.
And Alabama back out by 1. There's about a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock.
Estrada's got to give space up when Meechie Johnson starts to make a move. Don't get stuck standing in concrete. Johnson is too good with the ball.
Mack sets a screen. Meechie Johnson, deep 3 off the front of the rim, and that'll do it for the first half. And for the first time this year, South Carolina will go to the locker room trailing. Ryland Griffin, no good. Estrada. Back to Nelson. Sears, catch and shoot. Got it. Oh, he's up to 18, and he talks to Meechie about it on the way back.
Win this ball game.
A lot of pushing and shoving. Matt kicks it out to Meechie Johnson, left it short into the hands of Sears.
Got numbers if they run.
Alley-oop to Griffin.
Front, and you've got numbers. Hesitate a little bit. Let your guys catch up. Let it get out in the open floor. Ryland Griffin sprinting down the side, make for an easy finish. Court together.
Oh, man.
Down in Richardson, Texas. A friend of mine lives in Dallas, so let's go watch, and I did.
Yeah, that was worth the
It was fun.
price of admission. Here's Sears, who's been worth the price of admission tonight.
Hello.
Estrada. Back to Sears. Meechie Johnson on him. Nelson comes over to set a little fake screen. Sears, floater off the window. Wow, that is just an incredible shot. Sears takes it inside. Shot clock at 5. Step back 3 from Estrada. Boy, it's all clicking now for Alabama.
Ball movement.
Nothing.
My first clue was when a teammate weak side just start jogging back the other way.
Where will South Carolina go for offense? Is it Johnson? Yes! For 11 here in the second half.
Took nearly 7 minutes to get on the board.
Estrada working on Davis. Pringle. Too strong, but drew the foul.
After that loss to Tennessee, everything goes.
College.
I probably didn't hit. If you just say career rebound,
Yeah,
not career high.
right.
Career rebounds, 15. Hey, they didn't pay me to do that.
I know they did. Nice work. Cooper drives the lane. Able to hand it off to Colin Murray Boyles. Bama's been hot. They've hit 5 of their last 6. Make it 6 of their last 7.
Drive the paint, spray the ball out, catch it, release it. Game around.
Sears.
Love the movement by this Alabama squad.
Right, so Stevenson batted around and kept it alive.
It's two different teams.
Walters lost it, got it back, threw it up on the rim, and Diabate trying to keep it alive, and boy,
wow,
nice
what a
work.
play.
Stevenson saves it to Estrada. Walters can't finish it, but there is Estrada to put it in. Johnson lost it. Boy, Gamecocks frustrated and flustered. Diabate. Walters got it. Timeout, South Carolina. It's a 10-0 Alabama run right now. Johnson fires. Nice little ball fake on Griffin to get him back. Almost 14 a game. Sears. Takes it himself and count it.
I tell you what, he was searching for a whistle and high screen, and now off the dribble. There's one bump, second bump, contact, still finished the play.
They listed 6'1", but I don't think he's quite. Here's Nelson. Estrada. Easy layup.
The value of Grant Nelson at 6.
It's a great play when it works.
Yep. Looks awful when it doesn't.
Sears up to 23 now.
All night long.
Or 26, excuse me.
Smooth stroke.
26 on 9 of 12 and 5 threes.
Got to regroup and try to get somebody to do it himself. And that's a natural tendency to do.
To Estrada. The Tide off and running, wide open. Latrell Reitzel can't get it to go. Long outlet to Michi. Plays it up and in.
Terrific pass by Murray Boyles as Michi Johnson. Zero defensive balance going the other way. They took a long shot from the corner. Nobody hustled back, but Sears doesn't care. Like, I mean, just give him a little space. Another wide open look.
He is feeling it tonight inside Coleman Coliseum. 29 on the board. Mack trying to answer back, can't do it, and a foul on Studi on that rebound. But the story tonight has been Mark Sears. He came in shooting
Into the halftime with only 1 point lead, and then the teammates from the free throw line make it 5 of 5.
30 of Alabama points. Sears. Walters.
And we know what Walters wants to do.
Fire away.
Yep.
And it's a good looking shot too. On the way. Rips to that.
Gamecocks will have to shake this one off. Just throw this one out of the system.
Yeah, uncharacteristic from
It
what
is.
we've seen from them this year.
They've been so good this season, and they were solid in the first half. This second half has just been a disaster.
Diabate will head to the free throw line. A nice take to the rim. At 19-2 against the Gamecocks here in Tuscaloosa. He's been looking for, but again, he talks about
Defensively, they turned it up a notch, and they rebounded the ball better. South Carolina had plenty of second and third chance opportunities in that first half. Nice pass, good finish.
Josh Gray with a flush on the board. This team shooting 30%. Only got to the line 6 times.
And as you mentioned earlier, both of these teams go on the road. South Carolina to Missouri. Missouri losing by a few points late in the second half at Kentucky tonight, and Alabama goes to Mississippi State, where you and I will be this Saturday.
Crosby with that 3. And a foul. Pre-dental major.
See, it'd be a better story in the labs, wouldn't it?
Right, you know, if he gets tossed, Dari would probably interview him post-game.
Ooh, that'd be good. Dari's the best, #1 interviewer.
You know, it's as impressive as it's been, but this is the frustrating part for Nate Oates, is like you see what this could look like.
Yeah, right. But honestly, it's better to have it than not to have it, even though it's not yet consistent.
Right, it's in there.
There's some weapons.
4 seconds, 3 seconds. And 0.6 seconds on the clock. Overs for Alabama. So it's been South Carolina. We'll go to 13-2 and 1-1 in conference play. But Mark Sears was the story as he finishes with 31 tonight on 6 3-pointers to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists, and a big win for Alabama as they put it on South Carolina. The final score, 74